What is happening, everybody? It is your boy Rob from TPC Top Pop Culture and Chris from Aeon Driver underscore Gaming, and we are here this week to bring you our official tier list ranking of all consoles released of all time. So this is going to be a fun list because there's a lot of consoles I haven't played and a lot of consoles I have played and have very strong opinions on. How about you, my friend?
Since I'm old, I've played I've played a good portion of these consoles. I've even worked at game stores while selling some of these consoles. So I think I have a little bit of knowledge, and I have enough to dislike some of these. So I think I have played the Virtual Boy, just for the heads up. I have played the Virtual Boy. I've played the Neo Geo. I've played the 3DO. I don't know if these are on this list because I mean, it's probably going to be like systems that people have played. I see the Virtual Boy, but
Yeah,
but yeah, I think we together have enough knowledge to knock this list out, though.
for sure. I mean, my knowledge is definitely going to be mostly Gen 6 and up. But yeah, I think there's going to be some definite discrepancies, I think, with the handheld market. There's definitely a good couple of generations I completely missed out on there. But
Right.
how should we get started on this? Do you want to do oldest first?
I mean, we can go down the list of what they have here. I mean, they
Yeah.
start with the Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, so on and so forth. It looks like they might go generationally. I think maybe not, but we'll get to it. I think just going from the top and going over will just make it easier for both of us, really.
Okay, sounds good to me.
All right.
Would you care to start us off?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We'll go ahead and shrink us down here, put us over here. And
Alright.
the first one is the OG Nintendo. So we have these lists from motherfucking God tier, great, good. I mean, it's not good, waste of money, and never played. So if you have played any of these, if we have never played them, let us know what you think of them. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be glad to hear insight on it if I've never played some of these. And if you think that your tier list would be different, by all means, let us know what you think of this in the comments
Yeah.
below. But
Yeah. Send us screenshots of your tier lists, and
Oh,
let's start some controversy in here.
absolutely, yeah. Let's throw some proverbial hands out here.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, so the Nintendo. I mean, the Nintendo. I personally think it's a great console. I think that it's the console that launched the 1,000 ships. It's the console that saved the gaming industry in America. And I mean, yeah, I got to give it its flowers. It's not God tier, and mostly because I mean, it didn't age as well as some other consoles here did.
Yeah.
But I definitely think it's a great console based on history alone. What about you?
So, as someone who did not grow up playing it, I mean, so in a way, I did. My dad had one. So I had played a couple of games on it. Like I had played, the OG Super Mario World or Super Mario Brothers, excuse me. And but I was so young, I don't remember it. And most of the games that I had experienced that have been released on the Nintendo Entertainment System was in later ports or ROMs or such, like on the Switch, Nintendo Online. So I mean, most of my gameplay on that console has been in more recent years, and I can honestly say NES tough is a true phrase.
Oh,
So
absolutely. Yeah.
like you said, I 100% give it its flowers, for being what it was, but looking at it kind of for what it is now, I'm gonna say it's good.
Okay. That's
'Cause
fair.
there were some fantastic games, like you and I have talked. I love the Dragon Warrior, Dragon Quest games.
Yes.
The old Final Fantasies were fantastic. Those games on that system, in my opinion, work very, very well.
Yeah.
I have a very hard time playing games like a lot of the 2D platformers from back in the day, like Mega Man.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I will say, just on a side note, when I beat the Dragon Quest III HD 2D remake, when we got into the other world, and I started hearing old Dragon Quest One music, dude, that got me. I was like, oh damn, that's awesome! I can't wait till the one
So
that two
good.
comes out.
Right?
Yeah. But let's go ahead and move on. We'll do the Super Nintendo.
Absolutely.
Now, for me, I'm a slut for a good 16-bit console. To be honest,
Yeah.
like in my opinion, there are too many great games on this system to be considered anything besides goated. Like honestly,
Yeah.
I mean, just the library I had alone is enough to keep this console like above a lot of consoles. So me personally, I'm gonna put it in God tier, and people can disagree if they want. I mean, everybody has their own opinions, but this is the console as a kid that I wish I had I never could. I played it at friends' houses all the time, and when I
Yeah.
finally got my hands on it, I was like, it's mine now. So, what about you? What do you think?
So, again, this is a console that I had played a little of it when I was a kid. My dad had one, and I had played Super Mario World. That was about it.
Yeah.
I might have played Mortal Kombat a little bit as a kid. Don't remember, but played it more in more recent years. And as anybody who has followed the two of us for a while may know, I actually purchased a restored one from you, and you had sent me a copy of Super Street Fighter 2. Played that. And I did tucker around with it, and I have played more Nintendo Switch Online. I have yet to find a game that I don't like. And I mean, I haven't played a lot of the ones that are known to be terrible, but like, Super Mario World, Mortal Kombat 1 and 2, Earthbound. I mean, like, there's just so many, Mega Man X, there's so many bangers on this console that it's impossible for me not to put it in God tier. I respect the hell out of what this console is.
Yeah.
Even to this day.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, this console defined a lot of what we see today in retro games and modern games. Like, it just defined a lot of like what we think is a good game nowadays.
I'm a total slut for pixel art.
Hell yeah.
And like pixel art that comes out today, some of it doesn't even hold a candle to what they were doing in the 90s.
Yeah.
With the Super Nintendo. Yeah. Truthfully.
And honestly, like you have people cranking out games for this system that maximized its power, like into the PS1 era. So it was good, and it was worth it. It was worth every penny.
Dude, Donkey Kong Country, 1 through 3 on this game were incredible. They looked amazing. They ran great. They were smooth. They were solid platformers, and the soundtracks. Not to, like going from the 8-bit to 16-bit. Soundtrack and audio quality. So many games. Like, look at the Earthbound soundtrack. It's so good.
Just aquatic ambience from Donkey Kong Country. Just that song. I mean, the Pilot Wings soundtrack, even the SimCity soundtrack is fucking bangers. Like, it's
Super
so
Castlevania
good.
4.
Yeah. Hell, Dracula X. Like, you can name off a bunch. Metroid. Like, oh my god, it's too hard. It's hard not to put this in God tier. I'll just put it that way.
Yeah, I agree. Agreed.
Yeah,
Sorry.
and now for something completely different. We have the Virtual Boy. And I have played this, and I've had the redness burnt into my retinas.
I was gonna say, how was your migraine?
Oh my god. And I honestly don't know what's worse, playing it on the stand or playing it like strapped to your face. Like, both are just not good. It's just not good. The controller felt a little more comfortable than what they had out at the time, but it still wasn't good. And I remember, like, there was ads for the Virtual Boy that came out, like, with the marketing material that came out in the 90s, and they're selling it like it's the best thing since sliced bread, and then, like, you're thinking in the back of your mind after the debacle that came out, you're like, wow, these guys, like, they're trying to push garbage on you. Like, that's awful.
This was Nintendo trying to save face after delaying the N64 yet again.
Probably, yeah. What's really sad is, I believe, and I might need to be fact checked here, but this was Gunpei Yokoi's last system that he helped develop. Like, he developed the Game Boy, and like, I think this was his last hurrah, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, hard one to leave on.
Yeah.
This is gonna go in my never played category.
Gotcha. I mean, bless you, because
So I saw one hooked up, but not working. When I was in Akihabara, Tokyo, I went to Super Potato, and anybody who knows what that store is, who has been there, you know that there's just like they have everything, and they have a station for this on one of their floors, and it just wasn't working at the time. If it was, I would have 100% put my face in it and gave it a shot, but
yeah.
I'm kind of glad that it wasn't.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, honestly, it's probably for the best. But let's get off that trash. Let's go ahead and do the 64.
Oh boy.
So the 64 for me, it didn't age well. I don't think it aged well. I think I can probably count on one hand how many games that I would still go back to and play today. And
yeah,
I mean, this is coming from somebody who was a big PlayStation gamer. So I mean, people who had the 64 may have different opinions about it. For me, I'm gonna put it in. It's all right. Like it was all right. I mean, it did a lot of things good. Like I understand. Like it revolutionized the couch co-op scene. Yeah, I mean, not just couch multiplayer in general, honestly. But like if you go back to play any of these games, like besides like 3 of them, you're like, what the fuck am I playing, dude? Like like bring up NSO, try to do it there, see how long you stick with it, because I guarantee you, if you put a Super Nintendo game up there, you'll play that a lot longer than you'll play a 64 game.
In the defense of the N64, kinda, I very much agree with you. The game, a lot of the games aged like milk. However, you kind of need to play them with the N64 controller. All of these games were designed around that monstrosity. It's shaped like M for monstrosity. So if you don't play it on the controller, yeah, they're playable. So like if you go and try to play them on the NSO, it's possible.
Yeah.
But it's not as enjoyable in my opinion. Like if I were to choose, I agree with you. What games would I go back and play on this? Like maybe GoldenEye, even though we have, the more updated version. I would go back and play the Banjos, but I would go play them on Xbox.
Yeah.
Like I don't have any reason to go play Mario 64. That's been re-released half a dozen times. You're going to play things that you can't play anywhere else.
Yeah.
I'm not going back to play those fucking Mario Party games that burn a hole in your palm.
Yeah, right.
So there's really not a lot of reason to go back to that console today, but like if you do go back to that console for any reason today, try to go back with the actual controller. And if you happen to be able to get one for the Switch, you'll be better off that way. Yeah, I'm going to put this in good.
All right.
Because for me, like this was my first real console. Like I have a lot of very fond memories playing DK64, Mario 64, Banjos, and just a bunch of games. Like I played a lot of Spider-Man on that console.
As long as
so
you
like this has a lot of
you're good.
That was a Blockbuster rental, I think once.
Oh boy, that's rough.
But yeah, this is a good for me because this is rose tinted glasses, certainly. But yeah, it's kind of rough to go back now.
I gotcha. All right, yeah, that sounds good. All right, let's go ahead and go to the GameCube. The GameCube, okay. Honestly, like this is coming from a PS2 and Xbox player. I fucking love the GameCube. Like, the controller was very comfortable. The games were very memorable. There were a couple of remakes on there that started off there that were just legendary. And I mean, I felt like it's a combination of the PS2 doing so good that the GameCube was slept on, and it being kind of like a, I don't know, like kind of like a kiddie system to people. And I feel like I feel like it'd be kind of give it a bad name, and then people turn around and like, oh shit, this is actually good, and that's why everybody pays the GameCube tax now.
Yeah.
So I think it's gonna be great.
The GameCube tax is real. You're gonna put it in great?
Yeah, I think it's a great console. I don't think it's Super Nintendo like level, but it definitely deserves its flowers, man. It's such a good console, and that controller is still comfortable to this day. Just don't play a fighting game with it. That isn't Smash Brothers. Yeah, man.
I love my Wavebird.
Dude, this is what I use for GameCube now. And you see this D-pad?
Yeah.
This is the D-pad. That's the Soul Calibur machine right there.
Hell yeah. No, I still got that. I mean, this is the original Wavebird. These are hard to find.
Especially complete.
But yeah, right.
Yeah.
I got 2 of them from my childhood. I'm actually right now on my desk. I'm looking at my childhood GameCube setup right here. Nice. I love the GameCube. This was like, so yeah, my first console as a kid was the N64. That's kind of what my brother and I had at our disposal. But I remember, I think it was like my 7th or 8th birthday. My parents, or no, it was Christmas. Sorry, they got us the GameCube, and that changed everything. The GameCube for me is a very special console because that was my childhood. Like,
yeah,
I was a Nintendo kid until my brother finally came home with an Xbox when I was like 13. But I love the GameCube. That little lunchbox, man, it's so much fun. There's that, like, I would not play GameCube games for mature games. Like, that's what the Xbox was for. You know, that's what the PlayStation 2 was for. But like, so many first-party Nintendo games on the GameCube, aside from the Donkey Konga bullshit, let's not even talk about that. It was so good.
Yeah.
I mean, you and I just did an episode on Luigi's Mansion, which was the release title for that game, and it was fantastic.
And I had never played it until that point in time. Like, it was, and then that made me want to get 2 and 3. So.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
But I do agree with you. I'm gonna put that in great. It didn't have the impact that a console like the Super Nintendo did. In fact, it was, aside from the Dreamcast, it was the worst selling console of that generation.
Yeah, and I think the only reason why the Dreamcast was the worst selling is because they pulled it from production. So it didn't really. It had like 2 years, and then that was it. So you know, I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, it's like GameCube's a great console. Like, don't even get me wrong. It's awesome. Now,
yeah,
the Wii. The Wii. Okay, so
let's get into it.
Yeah. So if there wasn't so much shovelware, this would be a great console. Like, like, I have a shelf full of Wii games that are worth playing, but just the vast amount of crap, and the fact that you were forced into a motion control setup even for games that started off not having it. Like Twilight Princess was on the GameCube, it didn't have it. Why did you make me do waggle crap with it? Like, there was a couple other games that were pulled over from like old Dreamcast games, stuff like that still had to use waggle crap. I mean, it's a good console because it brought people into the gaming sphere that weren't there, that were never going to be there to begin with. Like, everybody knows what Wii bowling is. And it did have some really good RPGs. It had the first Xenoblade Chronicles. It had Last Story. I mean, it brought over a couple other cool Japanese games like Baroque and stuff like that. So, I mean, it did have some good games to it. It just didn't have enough to balance out the shit.
Wii Music.
Dude, that...
Never forget.
Yeah, that E3 presentation was something.
Oh my god. I can't watch it, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
But no, I 100% agree. I mean, it, like, that console changed gaming. Like,
yeah.
The controller was a pain in the ass. A lot of games that were released for that generation needed to be altered very heavily.
Yeah.
And toned down if they were going to have a port over to the Wii. And, like, I know one of the controversial ones, one of the infamous ones is Dead Rising.
Yes.
That was severely altered to be able to run, just to be able to run on the Wii. So it was a very underpowered console for that generation, going up against the PS3 and the Xbox 360.
I mean, essentially, it was a GameCube, basically just repurposed with motion control.
Yeah, and I mean, there was like the Wii is still fun to go back to today, you know, to like to make some Miis or whatever. And it's like, dude, I'd be hard pressed to try to think of a better party console.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, I wouldn't even pull out a Switch for a party. Like, I'd probably pull out a Wii. Like, I'd pull out Wii Bowling because, like, even 20 years later, people can still get down and enjoy Wii Bowling.
Like this. So this is what they needed to put every game on, like this Pro controller.
Yeah.
Like, if they had done this for every game that you could possibly do it to, it would be higher on my list. But as it stands, like, where do you put it?
I'm gonna put it in great.
Great, okay.
Because I'm gonna put it in great because I mean it did have such a big impact, and it kind of made all of the other console developers shake a little in their boots and try to do something to compete directly with it. So I mean, it had a massive impact. It sold something like what, like 140 or 150 million units or something crazy like that.
Yeah, I mean, it was the reason why the 6-axis did what it did. It was the reason why Microsoft brought the stupid Kinect, like, and where like. At motion control gaming was and that's the thing about Nintendo too, is like they will usually herald a feature that everyone tries to mimic at some point in time. Like even up to the Switch today, like you have like you have the shoulder buttons on the Super Nintendo, the 4 buttons on the face, and people tried to do multiple buttons on the face and shoulder buttons later. You have the 64 with the analog stick and the rumble pack, so you have DualShock and stuff like that. You have, I mean, like with motion controls, you have the Switch being portable, so now Microsoft's making a portable Xbox, right? So I mean, they set trends, and
people give Nintendo a lot of shit for being behind, but really they're not. They're usually the ones that are the ones pushing the boundaries of what the market is willing to accept.
Yeah, even price changes to $80 games.
Yeah. Right. So what do we got next? We got
the Wii U.
All right.
So I personally am a fan of the Wii U. Like, I like the Wii U.
Okay.
It's at least good for me, and I know a lot of people on the internet will disagree with that, because of how bad it sold, because of the marketing. The marketing was shit. It was garbage. Yeah. Like, Nintendo did not know how to market this console, but the asymmetrical like multiplayer that started with this console. Like, people were like, oh, look at Evolve, where you can be the monster and everybody else fights the monster. Yeah, that's fine, but this started that. Like, the Mario Party game on this, like, you had one person playing with the tablet. We had the new Super Mario Bros. U, one person playing with the tablet, making the the platforms, and like it was revolutionary in its own right. It brought a lot of good games from the GameCube over to an HD console. Like, it was their first HD console. It brought Wind Waker over to HD. It brought Twilight Princess over to HD. Like, it was a solid console. It just didn't get the light that it deserved, and it kind of just faded away in like a year or two.
Yeah, it was released in what, 2013, and it was gone by 2017.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it was pretty much. And you can kind of tell, like, it was going that way, like, with games that were made a little later, because they all decided to give you the option to not use the tablet controller at all. They're like, just use this controller. Or they patched games later to just use the Pro controller. So they kind of knew they were going to do away with it. Yeah. I think before it did.
Well, like, even I think what a lot of people also fail to remember is, like, a lot of the games that are some of the most popular that were around on the Switch were originally on the Wii U. Like Mario Kart 8 and Breath of the Wild. Like, they were originally on the Wii U and then enhanced and put onto the Switch.
Hell, even Mario Tennis was on the Wii U first before it was on the
really?
Switch. Yeah. Yeah, there was quite a few games. Smash Brothers.
Where would you rank it?
I personally put it as good. Like, right next to the Wii. I mean, even like Smash Brothers, the framework for Smash Brothers was made on the Wii U before they made Smash Ultimate. Like, it's the same game, which was with more characters and a different UI. So I mean, it paved the way for a lot of the Switch games to have. Like, it crawled so the Switch could walk in some cases.
Yeah, and the Switch learned to walk and then started sprinting.
Yeah, now it's flying. So
yeah. Say what you will about the Switch too, man. I actually love that little thing.
nah, dude, I'm going back and playing all the games that ran like shit on there.
Yeah.
So like, I'm enjoying it. Like I'm playing one Switch 2 game, and then I'm playing like Tears of the Kingdom and shit. So it's like,
Yeah.
I'm getting my money's worth out of it.
Yeah, just I feel like just with Donkey Kong Bonanza alone, I'm loving it so far. But we'll talk about that when we get to it.
Yeah.
Um,
So this is the last gen Wii, and I don't know why anyone would buy this console. But where did you put the Wii U at?
never played it.
Ah.
Never played it, not once. Actually, it was so forgettable to the point that I do remember now. I remember going out on Black Friday one year with one of my best friends, and he had it as his mission to get the Wii U. Like it was, I think, like 2013, 2014, around when it was still newer.
Yeah.
And I never even played it at his house. Just I never touched it. At that point I was kind of like not gaming so much, and I was like, a new Nintendo console. I'm like, and this fucking thing. I'm like, nah.
Well, if you move closer to me, then we'll give it a whirl. I'll show you the wonderment that is the Wii U.
I would like to see some of the games that got like their definitive version on that console. So like Wind Waker and stuff like that.
Yeah, Wind Waker and Twilight Princess are definitely worth playing. I mean, that's why they're so expensive right now, is because that is the definitive edition is on the Wii U, and they haven't moved it.
Yeah.
But okay, and then I just put just to kind of catch us up, I put this Wii on waste of money, because it is a waste of money. You can get a regular Wii with Wii Motion Plus, with a nunchuck, with Wii Sports or whatever, and have it still play GameCube games. And instead of just buying that, like, why would you buy a top loader Wii for? Like, who cares? Like, it's a waste of money. Like, you've already released your best Wii, the black one with Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort. That was your best go. This is cheap. This is garbage. So
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know why they would have released this thing. I mean, I'm not even gonna put this in my didn't play category. I will agree with you on waste of money. Like, why did you buy this? Maybe buy a book instead.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you have nothing, like if you've never had a Wii, did this come out at a lower price point?
I did, yeah.
Than the Wii? Okay, so I mean, like, if you have no other option, if this is access, you know, to that game market, then go for it. But
yeah,
like if you're a collector, if you look to buy the next best thing, this is not it.
Yeah,
like, if you already had a Wii, don't.
When I worked for a game store, and I was sold this, I called this the Boomer Physical Therapy Machine. Like, you would put this in like a nursing home, and they would play their Wii bowling, and that would be it. And they bought that because it was the cheaper version, so you didn't have to worry about spending too much money. That's literally it.
Yeah. You talk about putting a Wii into nursing home shit. I want to give them a PS2 and a copy of Manhunt.
There you go. Just make sure they have the right memory card for it.
Yeah. Started.
Speaking of Nintendo stuff, still. Now we're at a heavy hitter. We are at the Switch.
Yeah.
So the Switch, it started off as outdated hardware. I complained so much when I played games for it that it was an underpowered console. Games, even by first-party standards, ran like shit. Like, you couldn't run a Warriors game on this game without it like running like shit. If you play Mortal Kombat 11 on here, it looks like ass. It looks like there are people missing hair. Like, it looks like shit. But you know what though? It, like, for what it's worth, it's a great system. Like, it plays games like it plays Nintendo IPs pretty well for the most part. And you still have the portability of it. It brought, just like we said before, like it heralded a new kind of console that people are now trying to replicate. So, like, I guarantee without this, like, the PlayStation Portal wouldn't exist. Like, the Steam Decks that Microsoft are acquiring wouldn't exist. I feel
Hmm.
like it's just like these hybrid consoles that people are talking about, they wouldn't exist without the Switch. The Switch, just like with what Nintendo does, normally they heralded in a new like console, basically a new way to play.
Yeah.
So like I'll call it great. As much as I shit on it, it did a lot of things right.
Yeah. I agree. Like, to be kind of redundant to what I said earlier, the Nintendo, yeah, when they put something out, especially in the beginning, a lot of the time it's not the next powerhouse, it's not the next best thing, but you know what? It is the next thing.
Yeah.
And like they'll put something out, they'll release a concept. They release proof of concept. And
Mhm.
then everybody else looks at that, improves upon it, and then Nintendo comes back and says, "How did you all improve upon it? We're going to do it better next time."
Yeah.
So like, yeah, if we didn't have the Switch, we wouldn't have the Steam Deck. We wouldn't have the Lenovo Legion. We wouldn't have the Rogue Ally. We wouldn't have any of these powerhouse consoles that we all know and all love today. And it's thanks to the Switch. And I think that the Switch really working their way into having these powerful portable consoles has absolutely, undoubtedly revolutionized gaming over the last 10 years.
Oh yeah.
So
Absolutely.
I want to actually put the Switch one in God tier, and I shit on it too. I give it, whatever, because yeah, some of the games, run at 30 FPS locked. Some of the games run like shit. There's still lacking voice acting in a lot of their games and stuff like that. But it's like Nintendo games will always have charm.
Yeah. Yeah.
What this console stands for and what it has done for gaming
Uh-huh.
deserves its God tier status.
I feel you. I can understand that for sure. Um, what we'll do now is, since this is the OLED, I'm just gonna put it right where this. It's just the same thing but with a different screen. So I'll just put it.
I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna put that. I mean, it's alright because like it's the same fucking thing, but just a little bit brighter.
It literally just is. And the thing is that like they treated it like it was like its own special thing, but the Vita did that in like 2013, and it had an OLED screen, but people didn't know what the Vita was because Sony didn't let anybody know what the Vita was. So
yeah,
but it's all right. Yeah, that's probably good. It's all right. So now the Switch Lite. The Switch Lite, from my opinion, is different. Like I would put this in great, only because it uses less battery power. I reshelled one of these like to take on the go. Like I can put this in my pocket, and like it'd stick out a little bit, but at least I can play like current gen at the time games on something that wasn't gonna break the bank. Like I can find one of these for $80 and still play a huge portion of the Switch library with ease on this thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you can disagree. Differ. I mean, that's fine.
I do. I'm gonna put this in. I'm torn. I'm gonna put it in good.
Okay.
Because I mean, yeah, it's a fucking Switch, but you can't dock it.
Yeah, true.
It it's a lower price point. So again, I'm all there for the point of economic accessibility. Listen, we all need to do what we got to do to be able to do what we love. But you can't even put it on your TV. Like, why did they take that of all things away?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think the reason why I like this so much is because it saved me from so much like work trip boredom. Like I'll grab like a Zelda game or like a or like I'll jump on NSO and play like Chrono Trigger or something like that in the hotel room. So I'm not just completely like I'm just gonna look at the ceiling for like 2 hours before I go to sleep.
as someone who, I mean, like you and I both have our fair share of work trips, you know, cross country and stuff like that. And yeah, the Switch. Oh my God, what a godsend!
Yeah.
It's just, I
Exactly.
love it.
No, it's definitely worth it, man. It's for sure. Like,